Oh yeah, Daddy's home. #1 carbine. M4A1. Don't get scared. You knew this had to happen. Just embrace it. Just let it happen. It's the best and the easiest weapon in the engineer kit, hands down, and you start off with it. Alright? Has a steady fire rate, fully auto, 30+1. Accurate fully auto. At that. Not too many weapons can you just go accurate with. Full auto. I tend to pop fire this weapon, but you're perfectly capable to spray people down, no problem, while aiming down sights. Actually, it has even better hip fire, so you can go full auto in close range anytime you want, and this weapon shines at close ranges. As do all the carbines, but this one is the father of them all, great grandfather of them all. All right, this one really shines at close quarters. If you're having close quarters with this, just let it rip, even without a red dot. Just spray them down. They're not going to win. You'll pretty much always win. Thing fires fast, but it fires pretty steady. So you don't have a problem going full auto and having to deal with too much recoil. It tends to suffer at middle ranges. I try not to go to middle ranges and long ranges, and if I have to, I'll pop fire it. But I wouldn't recommend it at all. I would just recommend that you leave that enemy alone or get closer. Because, like I said, it suffers at those ranges. It takes too many shots to kill sometimes. And that's kind of due to the new patch, the armor kill patch, that has kind of rebalanced a few things with the weapons. I don't particularly like it, but it's still a formidable weapon. If you want to go long range, you might want to get something like the Scar H. Oh, and did I mention you got a rocket launcher? So don't be afraid to blow a hole in the wall and jump in and take them down by surprise. Alright, I'm going to recommend that you have the rocket launcher all the time with every single engineer carbine. Alright, it's invaluable. You can knock down a wall, hit the enemies, they won't know you're coming. If you ever run out of ammo, you got a rocket launcher on your side to handle extra people. I mean, every time someone thinks they have cover, you just take it away. What can they do about it? And then you just open fire on. I like to run this weapon with the suppressor, a red dot, and a grip, because the suppressor really doesn't affect the damage too much. You can still put out the same amount of damage at the same distances with the suppressor on, so why not run it? Keeps you off the radar, you always have the element of surprise, and I like to play somewhat aggressive. Now if you're not too aggressive with your engineer kit, you don't have to run the suppressor, you can run whatever you like. With me, I'm kind of aggressive with mine, I move around a lot. I like to be in the enemy's face because this really is absolutely not a long range weapon. So I like to take me a rocket launcher to knock down walls and a suppressor so they don't know I'm here. The add-ons I like to run with this are usually sprint, something aggressive, squad sprint, helps me and the squad get faster. Or double frag grenades, I just like to just wreck shit. I blow a hole in the wall, toss 2 grenades, come around through the door. And, if that doesn't work, then I'll just run the additional explosives. That way I have, 5 rockets? Can't go wrong with 5 rockets. You'll take every piece of cover away. Just like any enemy who thinks they can hide, well, you'll remind them that they can't. The rocket launcher in this game is just, it's invaluable with the engineer kit. It goes with every engineer weapon. Now back to the M4. Oh wait, did I mention that you have a rocket launcher? Okay, now really, back to the M4. This weapon is great for breaching. That's why I preach about the rocket launcher so much. You can come in, put fire on targets extremely quickly because it fires so fast. There's a reason everyone uses prior to the patch and after the patch. You really won't lose too much after the patch. I don't like that some things have been rebalanced, but it's just something else you have to get used to. You can breach real easy with this. You hit them with a rocket, run them with the M4A1, and gun them down. It fires fast and it fires steady. You can almost always go full auto out to medium to long range. You can almost always go full auto. And if you do happen to run out, just pull out your rocket launcher, pull out your pistol. I mean, it's a battlefield staple to pull out your pistol. I recommend a fully auto pistol with this, or maybe the 3-round burst rifle. But you do have 30 rounds, so you're not going to run out too often unless you run into 2 or 3 people. Now with that said, it does sometimes take quite a few shots to lay someone down. But if you're in close range where you're supposed to be, you can lay them down without even aiming down sights. And the people that are coming in from medium and long range, you're going to have to set them up a little bit. Not a problem. You got a pistol, And actually, this kit has many gadgets. And did I mention that it has a rocket launcher? Alright, you can use a lot of things with this. There's a bunch of different setups. For example, I play a lot of Team Deathmatch, and I don't have a reason to have a torch in Team Deathmatch. You can always switch that for mines just to make yourself that much more lethal. And like I said, it's very dangerous up close. If someone isn't on par with you, or they're not fast enough to get on target, you're going to beat them up close. The only real problem you're going to have is maybe assault rifles at mid to long range. Other than that, you'll mop everything up close. This is the best weapon in the engineer class, and you start with it. Look, provided you're on the American team, you start with it. Alright, but it's hands down the best. It's easy to use, has manageable recoil. You know your limitations because you'll learn them real fast the moment you try to shoot a guy on the roof. Alright, it teaches you your limitations very quickly and easily. And it helps you understand that, you don't need to go to certain places. You need to stay on the interior, and then you need to breach when people are trying to camp. So you already know what perks to use. You already know what attachments to use. You're good. You know what secondary to use. You can't lose with this weapon. It's so friendly. It's so easy to use. You will never go wrong. The M4A1 is the best for a reason. And as always with these commentaries, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, give it a thumbs down. Catch you later.